I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Good evening. And we can start recording. Good evening and welcome to the Orange County School Board Recognition Ceremony. And thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join us as we celebrate this great OCPS administrators, our teachers, our staff, and our community members who are dedicated to making a difference throughout the district. We're recognizing some of our stellar students for their amazing accomplishments this evening. And I also want to recognize that we are going to share how thrilled we are to be here today, because this is the first time since the beginning, actually since before the pandemic, that we've come together to recognize you all. Now, a bit about how things will work tonight, if all goes well. Individual board members, including myself, will be honoring recipients we personally chose that we felt were worthy of praise and recognition. We ask all honorees to come forward when your name is called to receive your recognition certificate. Our district photographer, Frank Weller, where is he? There's Frank. Frank Weber is here, and he will take individual and group photos, and he will also most likely entertain you in the course of it. Frank is fairly new with OCPS. I had the joy of working with him at Orange County government, I think my entire term as mayor, and we just recently stole him away. And I think the whole board will agree that it was a great steal. Tonight's recognition ceremony will also be streaming live, and it will be available to watch on OCPS YouTube channel anytime you want. So please, by all means, share it with friends and family. I'd like to kick off the celebration by acknowledging OCPS Kindergarten through 12th Grade Mental Health Commission. As many of you know, I'm very passionate about mental health. And I have been for a long time. It has affected my family in many ways, and tragically, it affected my brother. And so during my tenure as Orange County Mayor, I founded the Youth Mental Health Commission to help enhance mental health awareness and advance the cause of supporting the emotional and psychological needs of our children, and also bringing all of our network and community partners together to do the best we can to serve our children. When I was elected to the school board, I wanted to do something similar. So in January 2020, our board established the OCPS Kindergarten through 12th Grade Mental Health Commission. The commission's purpose is to promote and encourage collaboration with community stakeholders and provide services that support the mental and emotional well-being of our students. We had no idea how critical this work would be just a couple of months later when the COVID pandemic shut down our schools. Never in our lifetime had it been more important to lift the stigma on mental illness, to support others who need assistance, and encourage those struggling to ask for help. The Mental Health Commission, even though the group and its mission were very new at the time, they quickly adjusted to increasing awareness and meeting the immediate needs stemming from the pandemic. Tonight, I would like to thank and recognize the committee for its important work while acknowledging each team member who has helped make the commission successful. So if you would please come forward as I call your name, and you'll receive a certificate, and as soon as I get done, I'm going to come down and join you for a photo. Beginning with Student Services, and this is OCPS employee, Student Services Director, Mary Bridges. And with the Florida Alliance for Healthcare, President and Chief Executive Officer, Karen Van Khalil. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us this evening, but her colleague and Director of Quality Improvement, David Cavallari, is accepting the recognition on her behalf. David, are you here? Thank you. Orange County Sheriff's Office, Captain Bill Hinkie, Jr. Captain Hinkie, thank you for being with us. Multi-Services Multilingual Department Senior Director, Josie Medina. And from Florida State University College of Medicine with the Department of Clinical Services, we have Professor Emeritus Dr. Michael Musinski. And just a personal note on that, Dr. Musinski was part of our Orange County Mental Health Commission as well. Village Park Elementary Principal, Dr. Aleli Vasquez Santiago. From the Department of Children and Families Services, Regional Substance Abuse and Mental Health Program Director, Ann Sutherland. I'm not sure if Ann's with us tonight. She's not, okay. And with the Orange County Drug-Free Coalition Prevention Consultant, Sharon Warner. From the Winter Park Health Foundation, Executive Vice President, Debbie Watson. And finally, I believe these, they were all taken in alphabetical order, I should mention that. Orange County's Division Manager of Mental Health and Homelessness Issues, Donna White, who is also our Vice Chair. And before I step down, I do want to personal. Oh, Marty, I'm sorry. Where's Marty Stallman? With the Orange County Mental Health Association. Marnie Stallman, is Marnie here? Okay, I didn't mention her, but I should have mentioned her. Marnie Stallman, who is our newest member she is the executive director of the Orange County Mental Health Association of Central Florida. Yeah, it wouldn't be Orange County, thank you. I wanted to mention one other thing about Donna White. When I was mayor, she worked for me, and she basically was the liaison and pretty much ran the Mental Health Commission from a staff perspective, and she is phenomenal. And anytime I ran into a homeless person or anyone in distress, morning, noon, or night, I would always call her on her cell phone, and she was not only responsive to my calls, but she was out there on the street helping everyone she could. So just like everybody up here, each one of you are a hero in your own right, and I want to thank you for being such an important part of helping our kids through the most difficult time they've ever experienced. Let me come down.
Yes, Madam Chair asked me to share. There was an article recently that discussed the rise in teen suicide, especially after the pandemic, and it actually highlighted Orange County Public Schools as a leader in the drop. We dropped by 13% in the number of individuals trying to harm themselves through suicide. And they also mentioned the work that was being done from our staff in relation to supports that students are receiving through mental health counselors, safe counselors, guidance counselors, the training that we have been providing, as well as the collaborative efforts we have with our community partners to provide needed support. And so I think definitely in line with what our board has demonstrated to be a huge priority surrounding students' mental health and well-being. And I'm so appreciative of the work that the team has done to assist our students in this time of great need.
Thank you. And the next group I'd like to recognize is OCPS Mental Health Crisis Team. There's a thread here, a common thread here. This year has been extremely difficult and busy for our psychological services mental health professionals. This group checks in with students during one-on-one meetings, supports crisis response efforts, school interventions, and individual education plans. This past year, they have supported more than 8,000 students throughout the county while visiting each of their assigned schools twice a week. Thank you for your life-changing constant support for our OCPS students. I know it hasn't been easy, but you are making all the difference in the world to the lives of these students that you touch every day. Please come forward when I call your name. Let's begin with Brittany Barnes. Aaron Rogers. Lisa Perez. Nicole Matthews. Kelly Wood. Karen Thomas. Phaedra Brown. Joe McLean. Lindsay Smith. Elizabeth Thompson. Melody Miller. Dana Ream. Estride Hill. Alina Robinson. Tashanya Tyndall. Rebecca Malay. Kathleen Stroh. And Sheena Montgomery.
Perfect. Look amazing. And on three. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there. One more. And all the writing is the correct way, right? No upside downs? Made you look.
This has happened before. Before you leave, check and make sure you have the right one.
What's that? Yes, please. Thank you. Your chair, Jacob.
All right, this is my final award, and then I promise you're going to hear from the rest of the board members. I would like the honor of recognizing Olympia High Junior Bryce Ownby. Is Bryce here? Yay. We're going to see how Bryce does staring at all the eyes. I think he's going to do just fine. Bryce placed second place in the Florida Forensic League Varsity State Championship in Orlando in March. He is the highest placing debate tournament student out of all OCPS 22 high schools. I figure if he can handle debate, he can handle y'all. He was undefeated in the 6 preliminary rounds and then advanced to the final Lincoln-Douglas debate round, which is a one-on-one debate format. More than 1,000 students from Duval, Hillsborough, Miami-Dade, and Orange County Public Schools participated in the competition. Bryce is also the captain of Olympia High's Lincoln-Douglas debate team and has led his team to victory during numerous local competitions. He recently received the National Speech and Debate Association's Academic All-American Award for academic rigor, competitive speech and debate success, and personal excellence. Congratulations, Bryce, for your amazing achievements. So for everyone who's in office, I just want to warn y'all, look out, because if he runs against any of us and we're in a debate, I'm glad I'm on the tail end of my tenure here. Thank you for these recognitions. And now it's my honor to call our Vice Chair, Angie Gallo, to come forward to the podium so she can introduce her award recipients.
Thank you, Chair Jacobs. Welcome, everybody. This is so nice. My first 2 recognitions are truly a family affair. East River High social studies teacher Tina McFerrin has been teaching with OCPS for more than 35 years. I don't know that was necessary. We need to point that out. So fun fact, I'm going to go off script for a minute. Fun fact, so both of my children, as many of you knew, graduated from East River High. I have a 25-year-old and a 23-year-old, which dates me. But they both did graduate from East River High, and to this day, if you ask my oldest, Lauren Gallo, who her favorite teacher of all time was, she will tell you it is Miss McFerrin. So, kudos. Okay. She has earned a special award from the Central Florida chapter of the American Board of Trial Advocates. Tina is the winner of the group's 2023 Fran Peacock Coker Community Service Award. The FLA-BOTA Executive Committee selected Tina for her tireless devotion to children's education, an issue that is fundamental to the administration of justice and the preservation of the right to a trial by jury. The recipient of this amazing accolade exemplifies the character, commitment, and accomplishment of the Fran Peacock Coker. Tina will be receiving her award during the FLA-BOTA Award reception at the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress Resort on July 28th. Congratulations. That's awesome. Come on down. You can just stay right there. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree because Tina's son, East River High senior Joshua McFerrin, has earned 4 weightlifting and 1 paddleboarding gold medals since August 2022 through Special Olympics Florida. He hopes, yes, please applaud. He hopes to earn 2 more medals in the 2K and the 5K cycling competitions during the Florida State Summer Area Games at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex this coming Friday and Saturday. Josh, yes, isn't that amazing? Joshua's accomplishments go even further. He has played on East River High's boys soccer and volleyball teams and is currently the public relations officer for the National Honor Society and secretary of the National Beta Club. And we're not done. He also has taken automotive service technology courses at Orange Technical College South Campus in this past year while maintaining while doing all this a 4.51 weighted GPA. Go Joshua. That is amazing. So I got a few medals for y'all. We're going to take some pictures. Congratulations. I feel like people can't hear me. Okay, I'd now like to honor Discovery Middle School 6th grade student and avid reader Allison Stack. Is Allison here? There she is. Come on up, Allison. When Allison was a 5th grader at Waterford Elementary, she wanted to do something to help her school media center. She made a plan and approached others for help. And when she was done, she had raised over $2,000. Isn't that amazing? Stand with her. That extra funding has provided the school with 150 more books in its library. Allison said after she achieved her goal that she hopes these books will help many more students at Waterford Elementary fall in love with reading. We thank you, Allison, for all your work. We're so proud of you, Allison, and we're so thankful for all that you've done for OCPS and specifically Waterford Elementary. I have a coin for you too.
Now I'd like to invite Member Salamanca to the podium to recognize her honorees.
Thank you, Chair Jacobs. It's so great. I love the energy in this room. I thank you all for being here, and I hope we're all as pumped up from hearing the incredible things that our community and OCPS is doing. We love to have this opportunity to recognize, the folks doing the work every day. For my first recognition, I would like to acknowledge one of my really great partners in the Lake Nono community, Nemours Children's Health, and the team is here. We have Kelly and Martha. I just met, so I don't have your name quite yet. We just met. But the hospital staff has been a committed active partner in supporting our District 2 students, parents, and staff by providing them with mental health resources, outreach, and educational programs through not just the district, but also in District 2. And for this, I'm incredibly thankful. I know as a district, we're doing incredible work in mental health, but the work you do in going into our schools and providing resources and having webinars for our parents in a time when the rest of the country is suffering and these numbers don't look good on mental health, we are a county where our numbers are looking better. And a lot of that is thanks to your team and the work you do and making sure that you're not just another hospital that we drive by, but a name that we feel fond towards, and that we know you work with our elementary schools, our middle schools, and our high schools. Whenever an unfortunate thing happens in my district and in one of my schools, and had unfortunately this happened in middle school recently, they're the first ones to send us a message and say, how can we help? Well, what can we do? And so this team is proactive, they're generous, they offer their assistance and support during very challenging times, including the COVID-19 pandemic. So thank you for that. We're grateful for the care, dedication, and commitment that you have for our students, for our community. It is also only fitting that you were named one of OCPS's Partner of the Year in our recent Crystal Awards event. And Martha, I know you sit in the foundation board as well, and so it does not go unseen how involved you are in our community and in our school districts, and we are very grateful for that. So thank you. Ella, come on on. So we have Martha Santoni, Kelly Rogers, and then I have to get your name. Yeah, okay, Dr. Miller. Okay, no, we're good. Thank you. And then next, I'm pleased to recognize someone who's so near and dear to my heart. And you're getting this recognition not because you're one of my favorite people, but also because you're just an incredible teacher and community member for Colonial High School. Robin Lynne Eskin Filer is a Colonial High School avid teacher and debate captain. And I think we just saw another debate recognition earlier today. That was perfect. She was the founder of Colonial High School's speech and debate program a couple of years ago. She has empowered and led countless of students of all backgrounds to step into their own power and rise to their own potential, to find their voice. I see that we have a couple of students with her today who are here to support her, and I think that speaks volumes to the impact that you've had in their lives. I know I had a debate coach who changed my life. I know I have debate to thank for inspiring me and giving me my voice, and for running for school board. So I agree. We're tough competitors when we're out there running for office. But the speech and debate team have led their own fundraising efforts at Colonial, which helped them to open doors and win multiple country and state level competitions over the past couple of years. Robin has also created an inclusive and accepting environment for all students to excel and thrive, regardless of their socioeconomic background. She's also shown a true dedication by going the extra mile for her students, not just in the classroom, but in debate. Debate is one of those programs that truly changes lives. Student enrollment in the top 10 colleges is almost 10x that when a student goes to debate. In the top 25, I think it's the difference between 2% to 11% enrollment acceptance. It is a place where students have the opportunity to learn analytical skills, reading test scores increase double almost, and self-esteem is higher because of a program like this. So this is a win for Robin, for Colonial High School. Thank you for Principal Russo for being so supportive of the work that these students and Robin do. And just for this district, we have an amazing debate program in this district. And we hope to continue to grow it, and I hope to be a supporter of it because I was a huge beneficiary. So thank you, Robin, for the work you do and for bringing your students to be here with you today to see it. Come on up.
Yes, my group, come here. The founding mothers of Colonials of 18. I love it.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I was just about to cross it out. Thank you.
Sorry, now I'd like to invite Member Ferrant to the podium to recognize her honorees.
Hello and good evening to everyone. Thank you, Chair Jacobs. I am thrilled to recognize three amazing people. So the first one is John Young Elementary's principal, Lino Rodriguez. Because he goes up, yes, go ahead and try. Yes, why don't you come on up? I'm seriously so excited to honor him tonight. So because he goes above and beyond to ensure his school is a home away from home for his students and staff. Yes, okay. Principal Rodriguez is full of life and a true visionary who leads his school exceptionally well. I need to add that when I called to let him know that I wanted to honor him, he said, "What? No, this is just part of my job. I can't, please, what?" And he said, "No, this is maybe for my school." So as much as we're honoring him, I want to say we're also honoring your school, your staff, your teachers, because that's the kind of guy he is. He doesn't want the spotlight for himself. He really wants to honor his staff and everyone else. He's also created a beautiful, welcoming environment that facilitates learning. If you walk the halls of his school, you would see gorgeous murals, just absolutely amazing. This is no surprise because, as many of you know, Principal Rodriguez was the heart and soul of Grand Avenue Primary Learning Center for many years. Everything he does at John Young Elementary has purpose and meaning. While academics is at the forefront, Principal Rodriguez is also focused on making sure his students have what they need so they can do their best. I have seen firsthand the way he teaches his elementary students lifelong skills. For instance, during my visit, how you have taught your students to shake hands and look someone in the eye when you're talking to them. That means a lot. As a parent, thank you for doing that. This past year, Principal Rodriguez and an incredible staff introduced the students to the Leader in Me program. Created by educators more than 20 years ago, a Leader in Me school adopts the See, Do, Go, Get mindset to unleash greatness in its students, faculty, staff, and the entire school community. Through this program, school culture is transformed. Students are helping schools address behavior, bullying, emotions, attendance, mental health, college and career readiness, and more. I spoke with third, fourth, and fifth graders while I was at my visit, and to hear them say this is their first year, the fifth graders, I believe, were the ones I spoke to, and they said this year they have noticed a complete change where they walk into school and they don't see any bullies, they don't see kids who don't like others because of the environment that's been created. Educators are teaching students the 7 habits of a leader, and the kids have embraced every single one of them. The Leader in Me program has been transformational for John Young Elementary students and is producing great leaders who will make a mark in this world. Principal Rodriguez, thank you for all you have done. I have to go off script just for a moment. By the end of my visit to your school, if you remember, I was in tears because you showed me that the vision that I have in my head is absolutely achievable.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for all that you have done for your students and staff and for showing what is possible for our schools and students. Let's give him a round of applause.
There's Bryce. Where are you rolling to?
Okay. Next, I would like to recognize Redemption Church pastors Vanyo and Mildred Eskin. Are you here tonight? Please come forward. We'll give them an applause. Their church has been providing Cypress Creek High with unwavering support for many years. During the holidays and throughout the year, the pastors, staff, and congregation have gone the distance for the students in need. During my visit to Cypress Creek, Principal Mendez shared with me how huge your partnership has been and how you have made such an incredible mark on the students and families at Cypress Creek. Many times we don't realize how a little gift or a hug or whatever it is, how much that means and how far that goes. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you, Pastor Vanyo and Mildred and the Redemption Church for building a brighter future for our students and families. Thank you so much. And my last honoree is from Freedom High, the boys volleyball varsity team coach, Gina McFerrin. Gina is also Tina McFerrin's twin sister.
She's my sister.
Oh. And Joshua McFerrin's aunt.
I was born first.
Yeah. Oh. Who wrote the script? Come on now. Yes. Okay. It is what a fun thing to have all three OCPS family members recognized this evening. In early May, Coach McFerrin won her 600th volleyball game during her coaching career. And I know those wins have not come easy.
No.
I'm sure you have had obstacles that have tried to knock you down, but we know we are not called to easy. We are called to courage. So thank you for teaching our students this valuable life lesson. Congratulations, Coach McFerrin, for the leadership and tenacity it takes to lead your volleyball team to victory so many times.
For our next three recognitions, I'd like to invite Member Gould to the podium.
Well, good evening, everyone. I am thrilled to be doing this again. You know, what is wonderful as you look around this room is you see that we as an entity don't do this alone. It is only through collaboration and partnerships that we can fill the gaps and add the value to our community. So thank you for being here tonight, and thank you, Chair Jacobs. I am honored to recognize Orlando Health, Horizon West, and Health Central Hospital staff. Orlando Health has been a phenomenal partner in District 4 and in West Orange County for as long as I have lived there, which is a long time. I'd like to share some of the ways Orlando Health supports our students. Orlando Health has provided Horizon, West Orange, Windermere High with athletic trainers, team physicians, and student physicals. Each August, Orlando Health, in partnership with the Foundation for a Healthier West Orange, sponsors the School Spirit Video Contest for elementary, middle, and high school. The winners, the schools, receive cash prizes for their awesome and fun videos. Okay, West Orange schools, be on the lookout for that contest again. The Orlando Health Foundation, with the invaluable assistance of Miss Holly Venture, who has supported the vegetable gardens at Dillard, Maxey, Sunridge, Tildenville, and Whispering Oak Elementary Schools. Horizon High seniors enrolled in school's biomedical science program have had an opportunity to hear educational speakers go on tours, play with the Da Vinci, and volunteer at the Orlando Health facilities. Thank you for your partnership and support for our students' well-being and our future medical careers that you're giving them exposure to. I'd like to welcome up the following individuals. Dawn Willis, Orlando Health's Community Relations Manager for South and Central. Laura Nadeau, Maggie Banco. Philip, I really haven't learned how to say your name yet. Is Philip here tonight? Oh, I didn't see him. Okay. I will by the time, Christmas. I'll learn by Christmas. Ultima Espino. Colleen Harper. Dr. George Elderi. And is Lainey here? I didn't see Lainey either. Okay. Oh, Lainey is here? I didn't see her. Where is she? Come up. And Danielle Delaray. Close, right? No cigar. Okay. So we have multiple little things, but that's too much for the picture. So I'm just going to... Oh, Amanda, come up. I'm sorry.
There we go. Look amazing. Hold on.
Thank you again to Orlando Health for all of their partnership, support, and care for our community. Now, I'd like to recognize another group. We kind of have a health theme going on here tonight. I'd like to recognize another group who was essential in really helping us understand why and the how to get EKGs as part of our physical program. The OCPS echocardiogram okay, could you make this any harder? The OCPS echocardiogram initiative task force helped to make heart screenings for students a reality after the school board made them mandatory in our students who are involved in sports, cheer, dance, marching band, and ROTC. The task force provided us with feedback on our physical form and supported our families and students with scheduling the necessary and timely EKGs, and also helped to make sure that if we found anomalies that they would get care. Thanks to their amazing support, the district can now take precautionary measures that will help save students who are at risk of sudden cardiac arrest before they start participating in extracurricular activities. The OCPS EKG Initiative Task Force, I'm just going to make it easy, please come up when your name is called. With Nemours Children's Health pediatric cardiologist, Dr. Gul Didlani. one of the inspirations from a STAD encounter with their own son to providing hope with everybody else, from the Parent Heart Watch Advocacy Director, Martha Lopez Anderson. Who We Play For Executive Director, Evan Ernst, and Agents for Change, Mariana Hendricks. From Orlando Health Sports Medicine Partnership Manager Skylar Richards. And with Advent Health Pediatric Cardiologist Dr. Patricia Thomas and Calvin Lee. I want you to understand that we have over 208,000 students in OCPS. And what's the percentage, Dr. Dedlani, of positives when you do EKG? What's the percentage about?
Less than 3%.
3%. But 3% out of 208,000 is more kids than we would ever want to lose on a field. So thank you to this group.
There we go. Perfect. Keep going. Rotate it. A little more. There we go. There we go. Good. Hold on. And now a fun one. Dr. Pose. Go.
Dr. Pose. I don't have my stethoscope. Please don't leave.
We appreciate the award tonight from the whole school board. It's an honor and a privilege on behalf of the whole collaborative for this. But the real heroes here in front of you are your superintendent and the school board members. When you look at cardiovascular disease, 1 out of 3 of us will die of some form of cardiovascular disease over our lifetime. There are over 300,000 sudden cardiac arrests that happen annually in the United States. These board members and the superintendent have made a commitment, when you talk about courage, to go that extra leap. With one of the largest school districts in the country, they've made a commitment to cardiovascular health for the whole community. By, number one, screening, trying to prevent disease before it ever occurs, by teaching CPR with over 30,000 students taught every single year. We appreciate that. And increasing defibrillator education and awareness, and making sure that those defibrillators are at all the school events, protect not only the students, but also the parents, grandparents, and all the community members that come to those school events. So on behalf of everyone in the community, thank you.
Joe Cobb, who actually was the first to educate me on this and really bring the light to this subject, couldn't be here tonight, but I'll be sure to say thank you. Oh, Joe! I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were here. We'll get a picture later. Frank, we have to take a picture.
Joe, stand up.
Thank you, Joe. Now I'd like to honor someone else who's very special. I'd like to acknowledge the Foundation for Orange County Public Schools Vice Chair and Treasurer, Alan Fidello. Come on up, Alan. You have to stand there while I talk about you. Alan, who's the Chief Operating Officer of FTF Incorporated, has been instrumental in supporting and driving our foundation's overall growth in fundraising, staffing, and helping us work toward achieving a goal of becoming a $10 million organization by 2023. Alan has been so much more than that talks about. We went through a whole alignment process, and Alan was key to really making the foundational components, and I mean the building blocks, that make it so possible to create the kind of friendships and fundraising efforts that we are on track for right now. So I want to thank Alan for all of the work that he has done, because it's truly the work of leading our students to success. Thank you, Alan.
Now I'd like to invite Board Member Felder to the podium to recognize her honorees.
Thank you, Chair Jacobs. Good evening. I have a lot of gifts. It is my great pleasure to recognize 8 high school students who are the recipients of the President's Volunteer Service Bronze Award. They're tutoring middle and high school students in Math Online as a part of the Minority Achievement Office's Project SERVE initiative. MAO Project SERVE is committed to leading and supporting our students who serve their peers, schools, and communities. These mathematical whizzes have each served between 100 to 175 volunteer hours and are helping other OCPS students master their math assignments. Their work has a special place in my heart since my own mother, Annie Mitchell Felder, helped write a textbook to help struggling math students while working here in Orange County Public Schools. The President's Council on Service and Civic Participation established the President's Volunteer Service Award 20 years ago. This amazing accolade honors individuals whose service positively impacts communities in every corner of the nation and inspire those around them to take action. Led by the AmeriCorps and managed in partnership with Points of Light, the award also recognizes volunteers who are using their time and talents to solve some of the toughest challenges facing our nation. Students, please come forward when I call your name. Alana Diaz. I can walk those over, but I deal with that with them, right? Orlando Science School sophomore, Athar Gupta. Lake Nona High School senior, Daniel. Freedom High junior, Hamim Chaudhry and Daniela Slotkoff. Dr. Phillips High senior, Enrique Pacheco. Ocoee Senior High, Janae Thompson. And Colonial High School junior, J.C. Wynn. I'd like to now invite Minority Achievement Office District Resource Teacher Kate DeMaury to present each of the students with their President's Volunteer Service Bronze Award. This is a certificate and letter from President Biden. I also need to give them these awards too. This is what I'm giving them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I have some awards to give you also. Thank you so much. Where's the other one?
There's some here.
I had more than enough.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's give them a hand again. That supported them. We're gonna get this nice picture. Yes. Yes, please, if you could come, teachers. Mommy's, daddy's here too. Come. Everybody come. Yes. We'll look at this 20 years from now and wonder who all these people are coming.
So turn sideways, getting really tight.
So I need to stand right here so I can see. So I'm here, you guys.
Right, so this side goes in that way, that side turns a little bit this way. Keep turning. It's called shingling, like on a roof. Hop in, choir people get that. Good, look amazing. Hold on 1 second. Look up, 1, 2, and 3. Let's see how you look. Let's do that again. Hold on, your hair's good? Fabulous.
Thank you. Yes, wonderful. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
I don't.
Who's this one?
That's yours.
For our next two recognitions, I'd like to recognize member Castor Dental.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to recognize some members of our community who share their expertise and talents with our district schools. For my first recognition, I would like to recognize Ideas for Us. This eco-friendly nonprofit organization has been teaching students about horticulture and pollinator gardens and assisting with hands-on agricultural outdoor learning spaces at Lake Silver Elementary, Memorial Middle, Audubon Park, Evans High School, and more than 30 other OCPS schools for many years. They installed a beautiful garden at our new Green STEM Academy at Lake Silver Elementary just last week. Ideas for Us began as a student-led organization in a dorm room at UCF in 2008. They strive to create global environmental solutions through local action as it relates to energy, water, food, waste, and ecology. In 2011, Ideas for Us received the Champions of Change Award from President Barack Obama for making an environmental difference in Central Florida. Now Global, this homegrown nonprofit, is an accredited United Nations non-governmental organization. They continue to go the distance at home by educating our students and the community on ways to preserve our planet for future generations to come. Ideas for Us staff, please come forward when I call your name. We have the Chief Executive Officer, Clayton Lewis Ferrara. Chief Operations Officer and Fleet Farming Program Director, Caroline Komanix. She here? And the Director of Ecosystem Services and my savior at Lake Silver Elementary, Alex Luna, who put in the garden that last week. Thank you so much.
Good. Good. Stay there. Hold on. Hold on. We're getting photobombed in the back. That's good. One more for the happy board members. I see you.
I know, it's, yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay. All right, now I'd like to honor someone. I hadn't met this person, but I knew his work everywhere, every time I went into a school with his art. And I could tell, I'm like, oh, there's that muralist again. Oh, and I recognized it. He has such a great style. So I'd like to honor artist John Miller, who paints beautiful and vibrant murals. He does such great work on our murals on our school walls. They portray the climate and culture of campuses throughout the district. So I know some of you will recognize the murals and the style. You can see some of them that we're posting up here. My favorite is at Baldwin Park Elementaries. It used to be called Audubon Park. So they had a lot of birds, and there's 3 of them. They're really large. They're very big. They just go up the whole side of the building. But these were personally chosen by our students over the years, and you'll see them in the slideshow. And I have to say that I'm blown away each time I walk into a school that features John's artwork. And I know sometimes people are with me when I am walking through a school for a visit, and I stop, and I'm like, there it is again. There's a John Miller masterpiece. So you do such great work. And I've always wanted to meet you, so this was kind of my opportunity. The details in his murals showcase a unique sense of pride for each school, its students, and community. OCPS is so fortunate to have high-quality artistry on display in our schools, thanks in part to John's amazing creativity. And we are going to give you your certificate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
We didn't think Reverend Stuff was coming, but she was able to come. So it's district. Yes, I got it in here. Okay, so I crossed her off, but then I put okay. So it's okay.
All right, just in case anybody's feeling a little cheated in this, that we all wanted to shake his hands. Actually, we're all getting estimates for him doing murals in our own homes. Actually, I wanted to ask him because I was at one of our schools when he was painting, and the students were painting, and I got to paint a little. So I didn't know how often the students are involved, but I just thought that was the coolest thing. And now it's my honor to recognize our last school board member, Member Byrd, to recognize her honorees.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair, and thank you, everyone, for being so patient, because, you know, District 7, it's always on the end there, but it is, as I like to say, a little piece of heaven. Tonight, I am super, super excited to acknowledge Dream Lake Elementary, not just for one amazing accomplishment, but for 2 separate ones. First, I'm going to acknowledge Dream Lake Elementary students who represented OCPS at the Actually, I'm sorry. This group is called the Jedi Scientists. Let me get that right. The Jedi Scientists from Dream Lake Elementary, the STEM club there, participated in the 2023 Southeastern Consortium for Minorities in Engineering regional competition at the University of Central Florida in February. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders competed against more than 350 students from over 30 schools in the Central Florida area. The STEM students won first place in the egg drop and balsa wood bridge competitions, first and second place in the mousetrap car contest, and had the best mousetrap car technical report. They also were the overall winner for the whole elementary school division during the competition. Look at that big trophy. Woo! So the winners in this group, I'm going to call your name, and you guys can go ahead and come up now. How about we do that? That might be easier. We have 5th graders, Ethan Cruz. Lacey McGatlin. Caleb Garcia. Colt Biaggi. It's okay. You don't have to hold those medals so they don't clink. Let them clink. Be proud. And Brody German. Those are just our 5th graders. Oh, and he's got the trophy there with him too. I love it. But we also have 4th grader Claudevelle German. And 3rd graders Chloe McDuffie and Colin Pincheski. I have to tell you, Colt and Brody and Claudevelle will be participating in the 2023 SECME National Competition at the University of Florida in June. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Do you want to announce it? Can I? Yeah, go ahead. We have a special announcement.
We have a super duper special announcement. Our DLE Jedi Scientist, the Mousetrap car, this was our very first year. We won first place, and when you win first place, you get to advance to nationals. And we just found out yesterday that we won first place at nationals. So we are the National Mouse Car Champions.
All right, stay right there. Frank?
So great. Wow. First place. Yes.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. How big is that? I know. The trophy bigger than me.
I must have messed up.
So cool.
Good. Anybody else in matching shirts that's coming up?
Aw.
Okay, good. Hold on, look amazing, look happy. Hold those trophies up high, you earned them.
A mouse trap. That is too cool.
So our next group of amazing Dreamlike students, you probably met as you were coming in because they were holding the door and shaking hands and introducing themselves. Yeah, they're pretty amazing too. Those students that you met out there are Dreamlike Elementary's 5th graders who participated in the 2023 Amazing Shake global competition at the Ron Clark Academy in Atlanta this past March. The tournament places an emphasis on teaching students manners, discipline, respect, and professional conduct. Students learn the nuances of professional human interaction as they are taught skills such as how to give a proper handshake, how to work a room, how to conduct a successful interview, and how to remain composed under pressure. This is 5th grade, y'all. The students who participated in that competition in Atlanta are Reese Highlands, Benjamin Schultz, Jeffrey Williams, and Angelica Leon. And I also want to take just a moment to acknowledge Mrs. Clowers here. She's amazing, and she supports these teams so much. All of the staff at Dream Lake is fantastic, all led by Dr. Martin. So we are so thrilled for them. And everything I've heard about your trip to Atlanta was that it was just amazing. And they have already... they got a chance to go meet with a middle school recently, and I just spoke to that principal there, and she was so impressed with how these students carried themselves and the way they spoke that she is now going to work with them next year to bring the program to the middle school as well. So we're incredibly proud. You all represent OCPS, the best of OCPS, so thank you so much, and I'm going to come shake your hands. Okay. The next person that I'd like to recognize is a community faith-based partner for one of our schools. And I talk a lot about community and the way that we as a community show our schools that we care about them. And one of the ways that our community partners do that is by volunteering their time, their resources for our local schools. We have a tremendous community here that does that. And I wanted to recognize one of them that does a lot for our schools. So I'm going to recognize Reverend Melissa Stump of the First United Methodist Church of Winter Garden. Reverend, she can come on up. Reverend Stump and the church have supported Dillard Street Elementary for several years. This past year, this faith partner provided a community representative for the school's monthly school advisory council meetings. That's an important one. Thank you for that. As well as volunteers for events, including Field Day, Open House, Meet the Teacher, and Dragons Fest. Reverend Stump and her congregation and staff also have donated angel funds for the students, promoted the school spirit nights on the church website, sponsored lunches for the Student of the Month celebrations, and provided a variety of teacher appreciation gifts throughout the school year. We are extremely, extremely grateful for your partnership and all that you do for Dillard Street. Thank you. Okay, and this is the last one, I promise, and I'll be done. the final recognition this evening is someone very, very special. I want to recognize Wekiva High School's social worker, Taylor McGowan. She's amazing. Ms. McGowan helps students who are struggling with their mental health, and we've been talking about that a lot tonight and how important that is. What caught my eye, and we have social workers in all of our secondary schools right now, but what caught my eye about Ms. McGowan was a couple of special projects she did this year at the school. So what she does with these programs, they're very innovative, and she creates a real safe space for the kids to discuss their feelings by letting them know it's okay to talk about their conflicts and ask for help when they need it. One of the programs she hosted this fall was called Between the Bells. And during lunchtime, students ate lunch, participated in fun activities, and listened to music and made new friends in an unused corner of the cafeteria. She had it all decorated up. She made a video. It was really cool. One of the activities during that, during Between the Bells, were these jars with get to know you questions and responses. And then the kids wrote notes on Post-its and stuck it on the wall. And they said things like, you are loved, you're heard and valued, nobody else can play your part. These are high schoolers, teenagers, and these are the things they were saying. So I thought it was wonderful. This program was supported by a grant from the To Write Love on Her Arms, a nonprofit organization dedicated to finding help for people struggling with addiction, depression, self-injury, and suicide. Another event that Ms. McGowan led was P.S. I Love You Day this past spring. The high schoolers and staff all wore purple. During the lunch activity, where more than 100 students heard uplifting messages, were encouraged to write messages to their peers about love and acceptance. The conversation continued after school that same day with an event called P.S. I Love You More, which 40 students, around 40, stayed after school, participating in small groups, guided conversations, and projects. Ms. McGowan is just so passionate about helping students, and she's created an environment that not only makes it okay to not be okay, but lets the students know that they can ask for help and that they are loved, which is just something we want to see every day in our schools. So I'm so thankful for her, because my daughter is lucky enough to get to spend time with her, and she creates such a beautiful environment at Wekiva. I'm so thankful for her, and I want to thank you for going that extra mile for the kids and making it so much fun and so engaging to be kind to each other and to be kind to themselves. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Member Byrd. And to the other board members, thank you for your heartfelt recognitions of our students, our staff, and our community members this evening. We're just about to wrap up. I'm so amazed at all of the people who come together to support our kids. And we know that we will be successful only with your help. So thank you for continuing to invest in our children, to pour your heart and your soul into our children. And I also want to take just a moment to recognize the 7 women that serve on this board, because I am so impressed with how they also go above and beyond. And you see it when you hear from them today. You see how much they're out in the school, and you see and you feel the heart and the passion that they put in to looking after our children. And our new superintendent, we are so excited and proud of the job that she has done in the very short time she's been in this position. She's been with the school district, is it 35 years? Am I right? 25? A long time. A long time. She's been in this position. She's been in this position less than a year. And so anyway, while we're celebrating all of you, I'm also celebrating all of them. We look forward to spending a few minutes with you. We're a little bit late, but if you have time to stick around for refreshments, we'll have time to visit for just a few minutes. Again, God bless you and thank you